The News4 Jax I-Team sitting down with the embattled former pastor and founder of a Jacksonville megachurch. Stovall Weems is giving his first extended TV interview since the start of his continuing legal battle with Celebration Church.
I want to clear my name, and I want to restore dignity to my wife and my kids.
The current church leaders accuse Weems of financial misconduct and spiritual and emotional abuse, leading to his resignation last year. Weems has denied those allegations. The church is also suing to evict Weems and his wife from their home, which is owned by the church. I-Team investigator Ann Maxwell talked with Weems for 2 hours in a wide-ranging interview, and she's joining us. Ann?
Tom, Stovall and Carrie Weems founded Celebration Church more than 20 years ago, but in early 2022, the Weemses were suspended from their positions with the church amid questions about finances and other church concerns. The church hired a law firm to do an investigation, which resulted in an explosive report detailing allegations of financial misconduct and emotional abuse. Now, Pastor Stovall Weems is telling his side of the story.
Former Celebration Church pastors Stovall and Carrie Weems are striking back against the church they founded as a legal battle that started nearly a year ago continues. In a court filing from last week, the Weemses claim a member of the church's board of trustees led a coup to oust the pastor after Weems said he discovered that member was involved in financial misconduct.
Where's the proof?
I have the proof.
Can you provide it to us?
Yeah, but let me finish, because the sad thing about this is, do you know how many people have seen the proof?
He says he needs to get permission from his attorney before releasing it. The church has previously denied these claims that a trustee was involved in financial impropriety. Weems alleges the church reneged on plans to provide $48 million to his nonprofit over 15 years, cutting it down by half, and then cutting Weems out of the church.
It took me 23 years to build these things. And think about this. It's like this. How does this happen? Let me ask you a question. How does this happen? How does a man and his wife that have built and founded an organization in a city, they have plenary power according to the bylaws?
What does that mean?
It means basically that I have the authority. I have all authority, and I have two checks and balances. I have the trustees and I have my overseers.
According to the church, the overseers have authority over the senior pastor for spiritual and disciplinary matters. Weems later explained to the I-Team how the overseers are chosen.
They're nominated by me.
And approved by the board of trustees?
And approved by the trustees. So the
trustees are chosen how?
Nominated by me.
So do you see how that might not be a lot of oversight over?
No, you know what I see? I see if thank God that I did that for 23 years, or maybe this kind of coup would have happened earlier.
A report commissioned by the church examined financial transactions as well as the pastor's leadership.
In that report, they claim they interviewed more than 20 people. It says the single word most frequently used to describe Stovall Weems was narcissist. What's your response to that?
Do narcissists give away 90% of their power and authority and resources?
At the time you resigned...
Wait, hold on. Go back to the narcissist thing. Go back. I have never, ever in my life in 23 years been accused of being a narcissist.
The report also says many witnesses detailed, often through tears, instances when Weems personally belittled and humiliated them for minor mistakes or misunderstanding Weems's inconsistent and confusing directives.
If someone feels like that I have done that to them, please give me the dignity of saying that I'm sorry and repenting to you.
The report claims that as the church became more successful, you lived a lavish lifestyle with private charter flights to exotic vacations. Is that true?
Lie.
But he did concede he traveled on chartered flights for hunting trips with donors and took his family on vacation on a prop plane.
With our kids, where it was one of those props that would have been the same price as a first-class ticket.
The I-Team obtained documents described as hospitality sheets detailing how the Weemses would be served food on plates by staff with specific instructions on snacks, coffee, and lunch.
Are those hospitality sheets or those?
And that's a playbook. I bet y'all have them here at News4 Jax. I bet I can walk in there and you know what you have?
No.
Your senior leadership, I guarantee you the assistants know how so-and-so likes their coffee. So they don't have to every single time say, hey, can you bring me a cup of coffee? And they say, what would you like in it? All of that was lunch, not for me and Carrie, for the senior executive level when we have gifts, when we have guests.
It's got your initials at the top.
Or when they order lunch. Yes, that's been going on for 12 years.
Weems is defiant in the face of allegations against him, saying he wants accountability in a trial by jury.
And in a statement today, Celebration Church said, "We are confident the legal system will produce the correct result. Our main focus is advancing the kingdom of God and moving his church forward." Mary?